What's up, peeps? This is officially the fourth time that I've tried to record this video. Yes, four. I have a really bright light in my face because I want to show you something today. I have to bring this back over. I was like 6 minutes in and my phone rings and I had to answer it. Fail. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today. I think I'm going to be making another video in a little bit just to vlog and just to shoot the shit. But for now, I want to talk to you about something that's really cool, and I just experimented with it last night. Now, this is sounding dirty, but I'm talking about pastels. Which the funny thing is, they're not just pastel colored. When Ange told me about pastels, she was like, "Oh, let's get out the pastels and have a craft night." I'm like, "Awesome, sounds good." However, I don't draw. Sounds good. However, no, but I'm not very artistic in many ways. Like, I used to do a lot of writing, and I view that to be artistic. But it's not, like, artistic in the sense of, like, that's more creative, if I'm being honest. So, like, I've never been able to, like, sit down and draw a pot of fruit or a bowl of fruit or a potted plant or whatever. I've never been able to do that. I don't have a very steady hand, and I don't have the like, you know how some people can sit down at a piano and play something that they hear? Um, I believe that for art, I believe that there's some natural aptitude for it. And I've never really had that. But I've always loved coloring. You know those fuzzy posters that you can get? I used to love coloring the shit out of those. I'd pug on them and it'd be great. And coloring books, like I to this day have coloring books that I get out occasionally when I'm stressed, and I color because it makes me feel like I'm creating something, even though I don't feel like I have a whole lot of artistic ability. Anyway, long story short, a long story is never short with me. But long story short, I got out the pastels last night, and Ange got stuck. She had to do some work, and I was like, well, I'm going to kind of do it myself then and start it out. And, she was going to give me a little introduction to pastels because I, for, I thought, like, that they were going to be pastel colored. No. Anyway, she has, like, two sets of them, and she let me play with both of them, and she was in her office and I was out here and listening to some music and the dogs were around and stuff and what was I going to say? I lost my thought because I was rambling. Dudes, what was I going to say, Daisy? I don't remember anyway, so last night I was kind of feeling a little bit down and I was kind of like missing my dad, which you guys, if you've watched my videos, you know the deal with my dad. Like, I didn't have a great relationship with him when he was alive, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's no longer with us, and his, to quote Sir, what's his name? Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Poppington from Harry Potter, like, he has a death day of February 22nd. That's when he died. And, I didn't realize it was coming up on that day. I just kind of felt sad about him, and I didn't know why. Anyway, I was looking through my computer, and I found the picture that I have of his gravestone. And I was like, oh, I'll recreate this using the pastels. And it just, like I said, on his gravestone, by one side, there's a set of praying hands, and on the other side, there's a flower. And I couldn't draw either one of them. So I was like, it wasn't feeling right. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to play. And I'm going to show you what I actually came up with. And you guys know how much I love quotes. This was my first experience with pastels, the picture I'm about to show you. I can't see when I'm holding it up, if you guys can see it. And everything's reversed with the camera, so. Is that coming up? Like, can you see it? Don't know. Anyway, so the quote is, death ends a life, but death ends a life, not a relationship. Alright, so that's the first one. And, like, I kind of thought it was fun how you could shade and, like, because the outside borders are like a green. I don't know if you can hear me. The outside borders are like a green and a brown. And then in the center, you have more of like a turquoise slash blue. And then, obviously the wording is black, but I used a charcoal pencil instead of um, instead of the black pastel because the black pastel would blend too easily, and I wanted it to like stay in the shape of words. And then yellow for the heart, because for me, yellow has always kind of been like a color of hope. So I like putting it into whenever I color. I like putting it into what I'm working with. All right, so now the second one, you guys that have watched my videos for a while will remember the video that I made about Phoebe, when I had to give her up, or when I chose to give her up. So I kind of looked online to find some pictures of female eclectuses. I don't know if that's the right way to make that plural, but anyway, I found some really good pictures, and instead of making it of Phoebe, I tried to make it like Phoebe, but a little different. Um, in my eyes, Phoebe is the most beautiful female eclectus I've ever seen. But I think I did a pretty good likeness of her, to be honest. I'm going to put this down so you can see. And her body isn't so great, but the face, I'm really happy with how the face came out. Especially Ange helped me. She came out of her office and she helped me with this shading underneath, kind of underneath the chin for Phoebe. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. Even though it's not like the best picture ever of a female collector, I think it came out pretty good. And the quote says, because the heart beats under a covering of hair, of fur, feathers, or wings, it is for that reason to be of no account. Only it is for that reason to be of no account. Like, he words it like a question, and that's John Paul Richter. He said that. I don't know who he is, but you guys know how much I love quotes, and I love putting quotes into whatever I do, pretty much. And I was looking through, I forget what website I was on, but anyway, that was the quote that I found, and it really struck a chord with me for Phoebe, because it was like, I don't know. It just really struck a chord with me. I really liked the quote when I saw it, and it stood out for me, and so I decided to put it in there. And like I said, I love using the yellow. I didn't do a whole lot of blending where the yellow is concerned, but like with Phoebe's body, I did a lot of blending to try and make it right, because eclectuses don't have feathers that are like this. Their feathers are like this. So like their feathers kind of, when you pet them, they feel like fur. Well, most female eclectuses won't let you pet them. I mean, they will, but they're kind of known to be bitchy. They're the bitch of the bird world, and that's like a direct quote from a book that I had. Anyway, so that was my first experience with pastels, and it was really, really, really fun. I encourage any of you guys that love, coloring. If you like coloring, you're gonna love working with pastels. I think Ange, in her words, she was like, well, pastels are unforgiving in the sense of, like, when you make a line, you can't erase it. But to me, I found them to be very forgiving because you can blend. So even if it's a little whatever, like, you're able to change it. It's not like pen or pencil. It's like you can kind of move it even after it's on the paper, which was really cool and really fascinating for me. So that was my experience with pastels. Have any of you guys worked with pastels? And if so, Lauren, grocery bag, you probably have. I know you have. And Paul, Cheeky Chen, you probably have if you're still watching videos. I don't know. It's been so long since I made a video. I don't know if you guys are still around, but Joe Fielding, I wouldn't be shocked if you hadn't experienced, if you hadn't gone through, like, an art phase. I know you do a lot of music, but I wouldn't be shocked if you guys had experienced them. But if so, leave comments about it. Tell me how you liked it or what didn't you like or anything like that. So that's it for this. I'm gonna end this, and I'm probably gonna make another video a little bit later, if not, like probably at some point today, just with me vlogging. So thanks for stopping by to spend a part of your day with me. I appreciate it as always, and I hope that you guys are well. So, much love. She scared the crap out of me. Hi from Angie Lou. Much love and peep out. Oh wait, Doots wants to be seen in this video. Hold on. Doots. Doo-doo. Doo-doo Brown. Do you have any comments? Yes, you are. Any other comments? Doo-doo. We're getting an extreme close-up on Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Any thoughts? What are you doing, Doots? Ah. Okay. So that was your cute fix. Much love and peep out.